With over 300 mass shootings taking place in the United States this year alone, Americans are now faced with the tragic but honest fact that an active shooter can be found anywhere. This begs the question, what would happen if there was a mass shooting on grounds? We spoke to Timothy Longo, Chief of UVA's Police Department, who gave us insight on how threats can come to their attention.
One way is because of a call for service. That is, someone calls the police, the call is dispatched from our emergency communication center. An officer receives that call and they will respond to the scene and conduct a preliminary investigation. In this case, they'll try to identify if in fact a threat is occurring or whether there's an active situation that would necessitate a more emergent police response, such as additional units or immediate police action. Another way that we receive threats are through our threat assessment team. And those threats come to our attention. There's an established protocol.
There are a variety of ways in which UVA's law enforcement alerts urgent situations. One of them is a community alert, which informs people of incidents that occurred off grounds.
I think it's smart to alert you about things that happen in the neighborhoods where our students live. So lots of things you get alerted about are things that are happening in the city, but they're happening right down the street from where your apartment is. Those are oftentimes incidents that have already happened. But I don't want you to go out and look for the suspect. People, why is the description so vague? Well, that's not why you're getting the alert. You're getting the alert so that you know that something just happened down the street from you. Lock your front door. Be cautious when you're moving around at night, those kinds of things. The emergency alerts that you get that say, active threat, Alderman Library, take shelter, stay out of the area, those are the emergency situations.
Students can log into their UVA Alerts account found on uvaemergency.virginia.edu and sign up for these notifications.
The important thing to know there is when we say shelter in place, that means exactly that. Shelter in place. Don't leave this academic building to walk over to that academic building because I said the incident was here and that was 2 blocks away. Now the incident can be moving. We update those alerts every 15 minutes because the circumstances might change.
Chief Longo shares the plans in progress regarding training and preparedness for active threats. For example, they're in the process of rolling out a video that describes what to do in the case of an active shooter.
Somewhat graphic, but I can tell you that it's no more graphic than what you've seen on the 6 o'clock news over the past several months. But it does a really good job at a couple things. One, talking about the various pieces of public safety apparatus that we have here on grounds and the work that we're doing around maintaining a safe place here for our students, faculty, and staff. And what we found is the more we can educate people so that, God forbid, if it happens, not only are you thinking about, okay, what do I do? You know what to expect.
The Department of Safety and Security launched an hour-long training course for participants to learn about emergency notifications, reporting questionable behavior, and the skills to handle an active threat.
It involves presentations from our threat assessment team, our Department of Emergency Management, and the University Police Department. And we're continuing to push that training out so that it can be accessible to large groups.
Since last July, UVA's police department has had a tabletop exercise about handling an active threat. This past spring break, when grounds was empty, they practiced a response to an active shooter with their regional partners.
So we converged the city, county, university, and Virginia State Police and FBI and our fire department and other emergency responders here on grounds, and we simulated the active shooter situation, and we ran all our officers through the drill. How to enter the building, how to search the building, how to recover victims or injured persons from the building. The only piece that we didn't do is to transport to the medical center for those victims, which is a much longer and more complex drill that takes a lot more time to plan. We've had a follow-up tabletop from that exercise. We've done begun the process of doing a similar exercise for a medical center as well. We've done the tabletop. We're going to do an active drill probably just before or just after the start of the academic school year.
The Department of Safety and Security strongly advocates students and faculty to take the training course to prepare themselves for when the time comes. I'm Nicole Chang, WUVA.